Okay. Okay, bud. Here's 350. Opening the box. Taking the contents out of the box. Oh, a bird's nest of wires. Okay, you got a little back here with some, looks like the original body screws. You got a bag here. It's got a top plate in it for the Raycon frame and some props with your screws. Need to get you some extreme carbon props. Those suck. Directions, we don't need those. GoPro holder. I noticed on your GoPro holder here, you must have lost two of your bumper balls. These are not what originally go in it. I don't know if they're going to work for your Raycon frame, because actually this piece right here you don't use. You use the bottom and you use the rubber bumpers, but you don't use this piece. And these bumpers here are bigger and fat in diameter, and I don't know if they're going to work or work right. We'll get to that later on. Okay. Your frame here, coming out of here, I notice you got an ESC right here, and I hope that you didn't intend to with the heat shrink around this like it is, but that wouldn't have worked. You gotta, the heat shrink's got to completely cover this ESC. You must have, I don't know what happened there to you on that, but that's not right. And with that one looking the way it's looking, I'm gonna take this frame back apart and make sure the ESCs are correctly wrapped with heat shrink. I noticed you butchered up your battery cage thing here, and that isn't necessary either. That will be discarded. I've noticed that you got a bigger puck. I would say this is the size of a V3 puck, but it's unusual because if it was a V3 puck, it would have a longer wire on it in order to run it up into the mast. I'm not sure how this larger puck came to pass, unless this was an aftermarket one that somebody had put in it in its lifetime, or the way that went. But this is not a factory original V3 puck. Talu Glass is a good company. Some people are of course were buying and using these because they performed a little better. I'm assuming that's what's happened in the lifetime of this 350QX originally. Yeah, I see where you've done some type of soldering job there. These little lights, those are some add-on lights that you've put on it. You're going to come to find out that they suck. They aren't bright at all. You could have actually used your original little round lights, and they mounted in the motor pods on the underneath. Haven't noticed them yet. Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, you did tell me this is a V1 motherboard. This has the ferrite rings on the ESC wires. Also the hardwire antenna on the right corner of the flight controller motherboard did give away that it is a V1 motherboard. And of course, you know it's been upgraded to V2. So you put your XT60 connector on it, or somebody has in its lifetime, and done some type of bubble gum or some type of epoxy or something on the back end of it there. Seemed pretty durable. I wouldn't have done it like that. So, here we go. Set this here out of the box. Then some kind of repair, something done to the leg right there. That's scary. I'm going to check and see if, look, this compass wire over good. Make sure it doesn't have any pinches or bad spots in it. This is the first time I've seen one with the factory leg adapters. All the RakonHeli frames I've done to date had the RakonHeli legs, whether it be the short one or the tall ones. And this is the first time I've seen the little adapter piece here for the legs. It's pretty neat. And RakonHeli frame originally did that so if you had a gimbal on the frame, you could use blades, tall legs, until RakonHeli came out with the taller leg. Or if you didn't want to spend the money on the legs, of course. Okay, another little package here. It's got a little, the original battery hatch lid, and some paperwork in there. This looks like the original leg screws. Those are original props there. They came in there. They've probably been there since it was new. Oops. These are some screws and the battery strap that originally comes with the Rakon package. We got some little cool Rakon stickers there. I didn't have any of those. Pretty cool. Little stickers. And back in there. GoPro. Of course, GoPro frame. Take that out of here. Some original tall. Oh yeah, the tall legs for a gimbal. Spare hardware screws for the Rakon frame. Add them to that bag. Some factory looking 350QX body screws. I got your FPV transmitter. And see your little camera. It's normally, I don't normally use this little camera like this. It'd be neat to see the quality of the picture of this. Usually I use a bigger 600 TV line board camera, or a that has a case around it. I'm very familiar with these video transmitters. I have a couple of them. Little Mobius camera. I notice it's the regular lens, which I think is better for getting video. The wide angle lens just makes such a wide picture, and it gives a fisheye effect when you're using it on the quad. Okay, that's all the stuff out the box. Just wanted to make this little vid, show you what all came out of it, so you know all goes back in it when it comes back to you. I know you told me to save the box. No problem there. I have several of these boxes.